Welcome to the Rapscallions podcast with Steven, Nick, Dylan, Dustin, and Brandon.
Welcome into the Rapscallions podcast. We are the Rapscallions.
What's going on, guys?
All five.
Just five sexy ass dudes.
Dylan's on drugs again. Welcome into the Rapscallion podcast.
Pass it.
All right.
Give some effort, dude.
Hey, breaking news, okay? This is crazy. This fact blew my mind, okay? Did you know where Arctic and Antarctica, you know where we got the names from? What they derive from? What they mean? Arctic just means bears, and the Antarctica is no bears. So literally, we have two continents. One's called bears, and the other one's called no bears.
Bears.
Literally, like it.
Just helping out people, basically.
Arctic and but Arctic it's Latin for bears. Or bear.
So there's no bears.
So bears and no bears. There's bears in the in North Pole, the Arctic. There's
Polar bear.
No polar bears in the South Pole.
But there's penguins.
But there's penguins. Yes. But I just thought isn't that crazy?
Why can't they be together?
Oh,
Because then there'd be no penguins.
You're right. Shit.
Yeah.
The bears would eat them all.
Yeah.
They already
I
get
mean, it's
ate
just- yeah.
by the walruses.
It's just science.
Or whatever they have there. Sea lions. What have you.
Norcals.
Okay,
I think that's a whell, right?
I think all their
A narwhal.
They don't.
killer
Narwhal.
whales.
There you go.
Norcal.
They don't have penguins in any warmer climate. Okay, because I done went to this aquarium and they had penguins and there was no ice in that bitch.
Well, just like, have you seen
That was a torture chamber.
Yeah. These motherfuckers was wallowing on green grass.
Okay, right here
What the fuck?
in Little Rock, there's no ice over there in those penguins. They're on rocks. And,
So they're miserable, huh? They
Well,
look
That
pretty
water's
sad.
really cold, though.
well, yeah, they lower the.
They look sad.
Oh, yeah, they're in a fucking zoo.
Yeah, they're in prison, bro. What do you
in
expect?
confinement.
The sloths seem to love it though.
All the sex they want, they ain't getting. All the sex they're getting,
They
they
want.
don't want.
That's why. I was wondering that.
Yeah, just in case. But
Sounds like Nick.
this is gonna be a different tone of an episode for everybody.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Free flowing. This is gonna be a free flowing episode.
Free flowing, might
Free
show some
man.
titties.
Yeah.
What? Show me them titties.
Yeah. Yeah. You guys might be thinking.
We're a bunch of free birds.
So I was thinking. I was on Reddit the other day.
What was you doing there?
I was,
What the fuck is going on now?
everybody's on Reddit. Anybody who's cool.
Why were you there?
Well, Dustin, I'm glad you asked.
What was the circumstances?
And I was looking at, there's a certain thread on Reddit. And it's called,
You know you're saying shit, but you ain't saying nothing.
Well, you realize he's in the middle of saying something.
yeah.
Before you interrupted?
So there's a thread on Reddit called Crazy Stories. And I was scrolling. You know it's crazy stories when there's a literal story of somebody's telling this story about these coworkers found a bowl, and as you know, you would think when you find a bowl, what do? You shit in it.
Naturally.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it was a story that they were saying. This is what kind of got me on. I just happened upon this story about this guy was telling this story about how him and his coworkers shit in this bowl.
Oh, I thought you were talking about found a bowl, like a bowl of weed or.
No,
A bowl.
a-
How do they get?
How the fuck
How'd
did you
they
go
get?
from finding a bowl and shitting
You
it?
heathen.
How'd they get close enough to the bowl to shit in it?
they picked it up and shit in it. What are you
All right,
asking?
A
here?
fucking-
that was a pretty stupid question.
What, like a
That made me feel better.
1,000-pound fucking bowl?
No, they walked outside.
A
Found a
bowl.
Bowl.
A bowl.
A bowl.
Not a
like
Bowl. I'm thinking bowl.
Yeah, they killed a bull, cut it open, and
Shit
shit
in
inside
it.
of it.
That's interesting.
Fucking savage.
You thought I said bowl?
Yeah.
How'd they get close enough to shit in it? Oh man.
You can crawl inside of it for warmth. You know, while you're
hey,
shitting.
Just like they used to do that shit. It used to be a torture device, man. The
That's a cast
Iron
iron bowl.
yeah.
And they
Iron-
put a fire. What? Iron. Iron.
no iron. Iron.
Iron.
See, look, they have
It's iron.
It's not
In
iron.
Mexico, don't they kill like every bull
cast
after
iron,
they
Iron.
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 Cast iron. There you go.
Iron.
after they
Is
do
that
those
not what the fuck
parades?
I'm
Don't when they
saying?
let those
That's the,
bulls
that's
loose? Don't they
Iron.
like at the end? Don't they kill them anyway?
Oh, Spain, the bullfights.
Yeah, where they just let them
Yeah, have you
loose
ever
in the
seen
streets
one?
and shit. At the end, they just like kill them.
They kill them
Every
during
time.
the fucking thing.
Yeah, they're like stabbing them with like knives and shit.
Yeah, they slowly
They
kill
can get close enough and like swords.
No, it's like spears.
No, it's the guy with like the flag, and he's like, every time they run close, he would like jump out the way and like stab them.
Yeah, bullfighters.
Yeah.
What are you?
the fuck
what
are
are you
you
guys talking?
I don't know. He started talking about bulls in
not-
Mexico, and I was like, "That's
That's
Spain.
not a bullfighter. A bullfighter doesn't have a sword and stab the bull.
No, it's
I was talking about in
spears.
Mexico and shit. They do that too.
No, he bare knuckles that shit.
I thought you were talking about the running of the bulls. that
That's
they do.
basically what it is.
No,
But they don't kill the
no.
bulls in that.
Yeah,
No.
at the end they do.
No, they don't.
They don't.
All right.
They just
Dustin's not talking about the running of the bulls. He's talking about in Spain when they had
bullfighting.
bullfights.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, but they don't have swords.
No, they don't have swords. They have spears.
Yeah, spears.
Have you ever actually seen one? They have the spears where they stab them and they'll break off.
Spears
Okay,
in them.
is it-
Yeah,
must
they'll
be a-
break off spears in them. But I seen this on the streets. Like they were doing this on the
You
streets.
saw this shit?
You don't know where I'm from?
It was crazy, bro. This shit was like they were jumping in through windows and shit.
Now you're confusing me.
Where the fuck were you at?
It was like in Mexico or Spain. It might have been in Spain.
You've been to
I
Spain
might
and
have
Mexico?
I might have confused like
you go to
Spain for Mexico.
When'd you go to Spain?
I don't know what we're doing right now.
Okay, wait. I'm so confused right now because a bullfighter is just somebody who holds up the red and they come and they move out of the way.
That's traditional bullfighters.
it's a
They
different type
like
of
they like
bullfighting.
yeah no in traditional bullfighting like the guy who holds like the red, he always stabs him. Like that's traditional. Like the like guy would like
Traditional.
move out the way and hurry up and
Very
stab him. He's fighting the
traditional.
bull.
Oh, shit.
All right.
Just because
So-
you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we're gonna move on past the bullfighting, and let's just go over one of these stories. What do you guys think?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Okay,
Better be
here we
good. You've hyped it up.
All right. So for this first story, we're gonna explore. Okay, right? The headline of it is I could have nearly burned my house down, all because I wanted buffalo wings for dinner.
So, just a prediction.
Wait, he said he was willing to burn his house down
No,
for
he-
the wings?
He said he could have burned it. I could have nearly burned my house down.
This is a story about somebody who has no experience cooking.
Or something like you would never expect, and he put, maybe he put a dildo in the oven when he put his wings in there.
Okay.
We'll see.
It's happened before, huh?
Common
'Cause we
issue.
all know what that's like. Easy mistake.
He starts it off. So a little backstory. Where I grew up, there's a restaurant chain based on my hometown. Not going to mention for privacy reasons. Blah blah. Blah. Which was a pizzeria. Like all pizzerias, they offered chicken wings. So this is where the main story kicks in. Okay. One of my dad's coworkers, they work for a company which develops eye medical stuff, in case you were wondering. It's funny to me how they always put in these little fucking things, these little parentheses. Yeah. Bought in Buffalo Wings for lunch. Brought in Buffalo Wings for lunch, and he gave them to my dad. Dad. Okay.
Words are hard.
Gave them to my dad for me. There we go. All right. To eat for dinner. At around 5:10, my dad picked me up from my grandpa's house. I noticed that he had a styrofoam container with aluminum foil to preserve it. Some of you can see that this is leading up to styrofoam container. What is in the box?
And then
Sorry. Okay.
pause for dramatic effect.
Yeah. I mean, so he asked, "What's in the box?" of the pizzeria name on it. It's Buffalo Wings. So he says, "Where I grew up in, you were looked down upon if you didn't like buffalo wings." So I was, of course, going to have them for dinner. It took about 2 minutes. I head back to the house, and then my dad took.
What's going on, man?
On purpose now.
No. I keep on trying to miss the parentheses, man, and then it see, they shouldn't be in parentheses because they actually are needed in the fucking sentence. So when I go to read it, it won't make sense. Anyways.
Just read the parentheses.
Yes, I am going to. And then my dad took in the wings, so I got ready to microwave them. Before we go any further, let me just say something. If you combine a microwave with aluminum foil, it will not end well. So me being the idiot 12-year-old, I was a 12-year-old, that I was, forget to remove the foil, and then I heard my dad yell, "Don't start the microwave." I kept on walking like it didn't matter. But 0.2 seconds in, it's very specific. He actually says 0.121239283928493 seconds.
What's in the box? What's in the box?
I put.
All right.
Okay. I put the 2x2 together and ran like Sonic the Hedgehog to the microwave when I heard a spark. Yeah, so this one's actually pretty fucking lame, actually.
Yeah.
It's just about a 12-year-old putting a damn foil in the microwave. So, yeah, sorry for that. Sorry for that, guys. That was a waste of everybody's time. And I apologize.
Follow-up question. Has anybody ever put foil in the microwave?
Yeah.
No.
It does light on fire.
Yeah, but on purpose.
I did it one time
If
on.
you're gonna put sounds in, at least do it at the time that you're trying to reference, because the story said "what's in the box" like a whole paragraph before you actually played the sound.
He was trying to get to it.
No, I was just sitting here waiting for that.
But yeah, the only time I ever did that
Pause.
was with like when you buy the hamburger meat, and at the end they tie the fucking little aluminum.
Yeah,
Aluminum.
Flanagan.
Bannigan.
Anyway, they tie that to the fucking end and twist it. I did that shit before. All right, fuck me. Keep going with the story though.
About, bro?
Oh, that story is. But here, look. Okay, just listen to this one. I need to tell this story, but I can't tell anyone I know. That's how you know it's gonna be a good one, right?
Not always.
Not always.
Could be some just.
I need to tell this story. I need to get it out of me. It happened when I was in the
Yeah,
military.
you do.
And I did something bad because it was the right
like
thing to
this.
do,
This one time at military camp.
and it bothers me. But I can't tell people about it. It could get other people in trouble, and myself, I suppose. I was an ER nurse on a military base. There was an accident during training. Yes, it happened all day, every day. But this one, it was a flight incident. Flight incidents are a big deal. People die, and multi-million-dollar aircrafts get destroyed. This accident was no different. My patient was the pilot who ejected and lived. Others did not. And the accident was considered my patient's fault. Brutal.
He fucking bailed on him?
Well, no, they ejected out of the aircraft.
I thought he only did.
Him and his co-pilot, I guess.
Well, it does only mention him ejecting, but you would assume if he would eject, everybody else probably did too.
Oh, yeah, who ejected and lived. Others did not.
Fucking asshole.
And the
So
accident
they all ejected.
was considered my patient's fault, so it was his fault too. Okay, so they bring the guy in. He walked in. He was fine, racked with survival guilt, sure, and we had to do the whole trauma X-ray thing. But I was the highest ranking nurse in the ER that day. For that reason, the flight incident documentation was asked to me, and I was to perform the mandated chain of custody blood draw to test the pilot for drugs or alcohol. The room was somber. There had been deaths today, deaths of people who were close to each other, like brothers. The pilot's entire squadron, all his bosses, his boss's bosses, were there. They passed through, and a couple sat with him the whole time. I drew his blood. It was a chain of custody, which means every person who touches the vials has to sign who they hand it off to. It's for legal purposes, to verify that no one tampered or switched out the vial. I don't know why, but I drew excess blood, probably because it was my habit to draw a vial or two extra, in case of a doctor wanted to add tests so I wouldn't have to stick the patient with the needle twice. I had 2 extra vials. When I gathered my trash up, I put them in my pocket. I don't know why. I usually would have just thrown them away, but I had them on my person when the pilot was discharged. His friends and coworkers took him from our site to the nearest bar to get immediately wasted and begin to grieve. I don't know whether or not this is normal or standard operating procedure or even sanctioned by the military, but whatever, his squadron went and got drunk together as they attempted to pull the pilot from an abyss of self-blame. I suppose it was important when that's your job to get past it so you can fly again, and I'm not going to judge anyone for how they managed to do that. It's got to be difficult going back to work with the same people, all of you knowing you were piloting during an accident that killed other people. So yeah, they get a pass to go get blackout drunk from me. But not an hour after they left, the lab called me. There was a problem. The chain of custody blood draws needed drawn together. Someone had dropped the first ones on the floor, smashed into a million pieces. Was my pilot's clean blood test. Now he was at the bar getting drunk, and I had to call him and have him come in and get the new blood draw. It would not be clean. He would have alcohol in his blood, but I still had to have him come in. Crazy. Everyone understood the ramifications of what was happening. With alcohol in his blood sample that was taken for his flight incident, he would be court-martialed. There would be a trial. He would get charges, and he would go do the time in the brig. His commanding officer came with him. I don't remember if he had a star or 2 or a bird, but his expression was grave. The pilot's fate, I believe, was sealed unless he himself told the truth that this was a redraw, that it happened well after the pilot was off duty, that he had begun drinking to ease his grief and was called back. But this meant the flight attendant report had no blood draw that would end the pilot's career. Whether or not he's drunk or on drugs during the incident up in the air, he would be grounded, possibly indefinitely. He would have to crawl his way back up to where he was trusted to fly again. The whole time I did the paperwork and drew the blood, I knew what I had to do. Commanding officer stammered and said things and made explanations. I don't know what he thought I could do about this situation. I'm pretty sure he had no idea that I could or would do anything. No one pressured me, I'm trying to say. No one threatened me. No one coerced me to do what I did. I did it all on my own, and no one knew what I was even planning. I took the blood I had just drawn into my right hand. The pilot was looking down at the ground, his head hung in grief for the dead and for himself. Look at me, I said, look at me. I waited for his eyes to meet mine. He had to understand what was happening and that everything would be okay. Do you remember who drew your blood earlier today? Who did it? Who? I asked, demanded of him. You did. It was you. He replied, holding his blood in my right hand. I reached into my pocket, and with my left, demonstratively, I took out the blood I had held on to, and told him, this is some of the blood I drew from you earlier. This is yours. There was extra. This blood came from you. He didn't look blank exactly. It was the moment just before understanding. I looked at him. It was the commander, and turned and put the blood I just drew from him in the Sharps container bin, the garbage. I threw the new blood draw away, and I put the vials I drew on him earlier down in front of me and set about filling out my document. Huh.
Is that it? I like that story.
Yeah, so he happened to take extra vials.
And save that dude. That was a good one. We should start doing this more. I like these stories.
He has a little...
Story time with the rapscallions.
He had a little... It bothers me. I'm a liar. I faked official documents. I feel terrible about it. But I do it again.
But he did it for a good reason.
It was the right thing to do, even if it messes with me to this day. It's good to get it off my chest.
He didn't really fake it. It's the guy's blood.
Or did he just use his own blood?
Exactly. And I mean, and plus, it's like, who would have known that they would mess with his blood, you know, or drop his blood and spill it the first time, or break it the first time.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty crazy.
It's kind of weird that he had vials of blood in his pocket for that long, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is because they do excessive amount of blood, but why would you keep them in your pocket? Yeah, that's kind of. At the beginning, I think he said he forgot to throw it away.
Blood's valuable.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, he said he usually does. That is crazy. Nuts. All right. Well,
It's very crazy.
For a second, I kind of felt like maybe the story was going to head in the direction of he knew one of the people who died, and it was being his fault. So he's like, I could have saved this guy, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I didn't even think about that.
This bitch killed Conrad.
Are you prepared for your segment?
I've never been prepared in my life.
That is true.
We know that.
Yeah, that's a true statement.
Wing everything.
Are you ready?
He has a statement?
All right.
I have a statement to make.
This is the
I'm
drop.
a bad motherfucker.
Dylan's Rando. Bring on those facts.
In the 1930s, did y'all know? So apartments that did not have gardens, they had baby cages.
Kind of like the border.
What?
Wait, that didn't have gardens?
They
What
put
apartment has gardens? You ever been inside an apartment?
Nah, bro. You know what I mean? They got that thing, little garden, like out their window type shit.
They have plants on their windowsill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there was cages on their windows.
No, I mean, okay. I think some of them had gardens up on top.
Oh, on the
And you
roof?
can go up top, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
yeah.
the ones that didn't have
A rooftop
those,
garden?
Bro, you stink. Dang.
they would
Be professional.
they had baby cages. They'd put their baby in cages.
They put their...
So windowsill gardens. And if you didn't have a windowsill garden, you had
I don't know
a
if it was the windowsill garden.
windowsill cage.
I
I know
think
what you
it's
mean.
garden
Like,
on the
it's like
roof.
a planter that hangs over the...
But I think it's a garden on the roof.
No. It is the windowsill thing because I've seen pictures of them before. Like,
Yeah.
basically, it's like a cage, and your child's suspended fucking 10 stories above the street.
Yes. So the baby can get fresh air.
What?
Yeah.
I have two.
And it's just
seen-
like
I saw
a window
picture.
area.
It was a mom reading a book by the window, and hanging out of the window was a cage with her baby in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a dog kennel.
Pretty much, so the baby can get
So
some
the baby
fresh air.
can't climb
So
out.
you ain't got to walk all the way fucking downstairs and take that baby outside.
For like fresh air?
Yeah.
That way, because they didn't have elevators back then. So this way, and
So
so
these
mom
lazy
didn't have to
bitches.
walk down 10 flights of stairs with her baby in a stroller. She just throws them in the cage for a couple hours and calls it good.
Yeah.
That's it, bitch. You're going to the cage.
I'm sick of you. And I'm pretty sure they've had a couple deaths from them.
Oh yeah.
I would imagine that
What
there
if-
was at least a couple.
I mean, what if somebody just happened to be throwing like something out of their window for whatever reason? You know?
Or like in the old-timey
They
movies
throw
or the
their-
cartoons where they drop a piano out a window.
Yeah, but then the baby will just drop in and it'd be like an accordion. when
Or
you
throwing
put
their,
it on.
their fucking shit bucket out
You
the
just
window.
shake him out and he's good.
Or like Dylan when he was on vacation on the 6th floor, he just puked off the balcony.
Yeah, dick move, bro.
Yeah.
There's a bathroom for that.
I really did though. I couldn't help it.
You couldn't help it.
There's a family with young children walking underneath, and they just get showered in fucking alcohol vomit.
God, it's raining.
Bro, that tequila, bro. That shit just came right back up.
Mommy, it's raining.
We'd been
Why does
yeah.
it tastes funny.
Good news is it probably wasn't chunky, you know.
Their tongues out.
Ah, catch a drop on your tongue, Sheila.
I feel funny.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
from drinking all day. Yeah. And I don't know, it was really dark, but I'm pretty sure it looked green. I don't know, bro.
You should probably get that checked out.
Yeah. But that happened.
Fucking exorcist vomit.
Yeah.
And I looked down the next day to try to see if it was on anybody's, like, try to see if it was on anybody else's little balcony.
Catch somebody else looking up to see where it's coming from. You just look out real quick.
Jet back.
Yeah, it was pretty. Yeah.
All right. So what's the second fact?
I was looking at the ocean while doing it, so it was okay.
What?
He was trying to hit the ocean.
Oh yeah, we pre-recorded last week, and Dylan went on vacation, so he's back. I kind of want to know how it was.
Yeah, well, we were just discussing some of it. Sounded like a good time. He's peeking off a balcony.
It was a very good time. Got very drunk just about every day.
All right, but first, I need these facts in my life.
Yeah, give us another fact.
You need them.
I got
Please,
these
sir.
cheeseburgers, man.
May I have some more?
I suck your dick, man.
Give me the facts.
What is going on?
You don't get it.
No, kids these days.
You ever thought about climbing mountains?
Yeah.
Only ones I could jump off of.
Chess.
Chess. That's any of them, really, if you think about
Chess.
it.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought about it.
You ever thought
Continue.
about
What's
it?
it to you?
Okay. Well, the motherfuckers climbing Mount Everest are fucking nuts. There's at least
Yeah, dude, it'd be crazy. They'd be dying and shit.
they died up there. It'd be so cold and they can't breathe. But
They still got dead bodies up there.
they do.
Yeah.
There's
Just
been
walk by 'em.
300 recorded deaths on Mount Everest.
And they just leave 'em.
Damn, nature, you scary.
Yeah, they
Damn,
have to.
girl. You wild.
They do just leave them. They have to.
200 of them are still there.
Wow.
Wait, out of 3?
Is it
So,
that
like,
many?
200 out of 300 are
Wow.
still there.
Yeah, there's a certain zone you get to.
Elevations,
And
like
they-
the higher ones?
There's one body that they had a yellow coat on or something like that, and they use that as like place markers.
That's
like,
a fucking checkpoint.
a checkpoint
Yeah.
on your way up the
Here's
mountain.
fucking Trevor.
Yeah.
Don't.
When you get to trench coat lady, you've gone too far.
What?
Yeah.
No, what you really need to be scared is when you come back down the mountain, they're not there anymore. That's when.
Yeah. Oh,
That moment when you know you fucked up.
took a wrong turn in Albuquerque.
That's when he knew.
He was gonna be a marker.
Yeah, he's gonna be the next marker.
He's
Hey.
like, fuck. Now
No
they're gonna,
man's zone.
yeah, they're gonna say if you pass Kyle, you fucked up.
Yeah, they say between 5 to 10 people die on Mount Everest a year.
Would you guys ever do that? Anybody here? Like, I mean, if you had money and time.
Fuck no.
No, I need at least probably a year to prepare for that shit because I'm way too out of shape to be trying to survive.
But let's say you
Fuck
did.
around and be a statistic.
You did have time. Would you?
No, not time, in shape.
Yeah, if you managed to get in
Let's
shape.
just say
Not
you.
time to climb, time to train.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just say that you had everything you needed to be prepared for it.
Which face it,
Yeah,
Brandon?
I'd do it.
It's almost too late
Yeah.
for you, is what he's trying to say.
I think what he's
Hurry
really
up.
trying to ask is how long would it take you to get in that kind of shape?
No, he said a year.
Way too long.
No, he's just asking him if he just even wants to do it.
Yeah,
basically.
exactly.
Yeah.
Would you
Yeah,
do
I'd
it?
do it.
If you would?
I wouldn't
You're
either.
fucking
I'm
nuts.
with Dylan.
I'd much rather just jump out of a plane.
I wouldn't do that either.
With no parachute, huh? Come on.
With no parachute.
Is that just what you want?
I would. I think.
Now we're just making wishes
I
here.
would do. I would. If I had, if I had all my ducks in a row and able to do it, I would.
You fucking kidding me?
I think you're.
Because the people who do it, they don't. I think the difference between the landmarkers and the people who survived is the landmarkers are the people who are just like, it's been a crazy year. I'm focusing on me.
Taking selfies.
I'm gonna go climb Everest. And the people who actually survive are the ones who actually spent the time
to train.
to train and hike
Hiking the
other
smaller mountains,
before you
yeah.
try to tackle that one.
So the people on the mountain are
They
the
go and try to
people-
tackle the hardest mountain possible.
the people that
Yeah,
have
I mean-
daddy's money. They're like, oh, I can do it. Like just
Yeah, that's not something that you should be like, oh, climb Mount Everest?
fucking
Let me
A.
go knock that out real quick.
My dad already gave me fucking a couple mil. Why not?
Why not, Trevor?
I just got my driver's license, okay? I can do anything. I'm a boss.
I guarantee most of these people though didn't have daddy's money and they were like ill prepared for that type of like.
Obviously,
Well,
because they died.
Well, there's campsites.
Well, there's
It's
accidents
definitely not
too.
cheap to do that.
Yeah.
That's one thing, too.
yeah. Yeah.
And if
Doesn't
you don't
it-
if you don't have on the right kind of clothing, you're pretty fucked.
Well, I'm sure they all go to.
Right gear.
But don't they do it like within months? You got to go and adjust your body to certain elevations. So they have campsites where you got to stay there for like a day.
Yeah, so you got it, so you can slowly acclimate to it.
Yeah. So that's like. I
That's
think,
with diving.
but it's also with elevation of going up.
Yeah.
No.
I think it's like months.
You get like bubbles in your lungs and
Yeah,
shit
it's
like
not
that. You
quite
start
that long.
coughing.
You don't think so? Well, guys, email us and let us know if you've ever climbed.
Because
Mount Everest.
Anybody out there?
We'd
ever
like to
climb
hear
Mount
it.
Everest?
the air is really thin up there.
Air's really thin up there too.
No, that's the hair that's thin.
Yeah.
That was Dylan pointing towards Brennan's head. For you listeners.
No, thank you. I appreciate you doing that, Nick. Just to bring everybody in the room. That's what we do.
I think Brandon's response cleared that up. For real.
For real.
So Dustin's like, fuck you, Nick.
Yeah. Lack of hair, not air.
Hey. Come on.
All right, that was a very, very
Crazy.
positive and very well thought out segment, Dylan. I'm proud of you.
Fucking loved it.
Thank you.
I'm not.
I try really hard at these things.
See, and it's Dusty's Newses.
I know.
Dusty's Newses.
And it shows. It shows how hard you try. I believe that's everyone's favorite segment.
It is mine. That's for sure.
Oh, you guys.
I love it.
Stop
Until Steven brings
it.
the facts. Then that's better.
Okay.
I love this.
You know what,
brotherly-
Brandon?
I love this.
Step outside
I
right
love this
now.
brotherly love that's going on. You know what I mean? Like, y'all should kiss.
You
know what I mean?
Buddy.
You know,
This is
y'all
Arkansas.
should
We
pull
reserve
the
that for cousins.
y'all should pull the Island Boys move. You know, Like a couple.
No,
100,000.
we're just trying to
Wait,
all fuck
wait.
you.
What?
You heard about that? Island boys kissing.
Have you seen this? Have you heard this?
They're fucking each other?
Yeah,
Shut up.
He said
on their
kissing.
OnlyFans.
He turns what? They're sucking each other's dicks.
Yeah.
Wait, they're finger
That's like-
popping each other's assholes?
It's big
No, he
news.
said they
Yeah.
were kissing. So they kissed each other on OnlyFans.
Yeah, they're trying to get people to go to their OnlyFans. They said they're gonna do more.
And supposedly they were on Epstein Island.
For real?
They're too young for Epstein Island.
They were on
No, they're
Epstein
right-
Island.
They're just the right age.
They're just the right age.
Damn, Nick.
No,
Okay.
They're too old for Epstein's Island.
Now,
Ah.
Like 18.
when they were younger, apparently. I don't know.
Like
It was a rumor.
Like as one
Like
of
there's
the-
a picture of them supposedly
They're
at,
trafficked children.
with Epstein. Yeah, bro, they got their buttholes popped by
Finger
rich
popping each
guys.
That's what they got their hair did.
That's sad.
That's rough, man.
Island boys.
So they're used to kissing each other. This is what I'm being told.
That's
They did
why
say they were
they're
island boys.
Exactly.
Just trying to make
Hey,
it.
Epstein
The
Island.
That's
song makes
sad.
much more sense
In
now.
our
I didn't-
ass, we
I didn't
have
know
to
this.
Take it.
I didn't know this. That makes sense. So they've been kissing for a while then.
Yeah, but just grown men, not each other.
Yeah.
That's why he calls those island boys, and they live in Florida. You know, they came from the island, bro. St. Thomas Island.
Is that what it's
Is
called?
that what it's called?
Yeah.
Really? Oh. I just heard everybody. You always hear it just Epstein Island.
St.
Is it
Thomas?
St. Thomas. Little St. James, right?
They
Little
better
St.
watch out
James,
because did you guys hear Felice Johnson's out?
Little St. James Island.
You guys remember Felice Johnson?
Who?
Felice Johnson.
Yeah, everybody remembers Leash Johnson.
Felice.
Who the fuck is this
Huh?
person?
Felice Johnson. He's the
Felice?
dude from Raw 60 Locked Up. He also was on Boondocks, the Booty Warrior.
Boondocks, like the show.
Yeah, you remember him?
No.
I like yous and I want yous. We can do this the
Oh,
easy
that
way
guy.
or the hard way. The choice is
I
yours.
didn't know his
okay.
name was Fleece.
Yeah, I didn't. know
Booty's
either.
more important than water.
Yeah, I do know that guy. Okay.
Dustin, that was a very racial voice you did there.
That's his voice. I'm sorry.
Oh, well.
Was that black voice? I'm sorry.
That wasn't a voice. That was called an impression.
Was that black voice?
Made it
Yeah,
worse.
That's almost as bad as blackface. All right, check yourself.
Check
Well,
your
yeah.
privilege.
So
Yeah.
that Booty Warrior's out
girl.
in the streets. I thought I'd just warn everybody who's listening to this. He said booty is more important than water, so
All right, but why? So
he won't be at the water holes.
why did you bring
He'll be
him
at
up,
the
though?
booty hose.
What's the story? What is it?
Yeah. What about him?
Yeah. What about him?
He's cool.
I was
though,
just
huh?
saying he got out of prison, and I was telling him that they better watch their booty holes.
Oh, that's it. Oh, he got out of prison.
Oh,
Who got out of prison?
Felice Johnson, the Booty Warrior, bro.
See, so you
Dylan just passed out.
you went through that whole explanation just because you were trying to insert that as a joke.
just so we could understand his joke and laugh at it. Let me give you a backstory on why this is funny.
Fucking A.
All right.
Sorry.
This is the first time in a long time, and it was a Rapscallion 5 here. Been about 2 months, right?
And it's real hot and steamy in here.
I don't know. I just work here.
Come on.
I tried to get on Pornhub this morning. That didn't work. Apparently, you gotta have.
Yeah, an email and a password.
No, they won't even allow that. They won't even allow your ID. You put your ID
You put
information
your
in.
email, your social
They
security
banned it
number.
in this area. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you just gotta create an account.
I don't think so. You can't even put your ID in this.
Let's put
They
this
said
to
they
test.
said that
But
they
then
banned
you
it in
just
this
gotta
region.
you're gonna be getting emails from Pornhub.
Now all of us are going on Pornhub just to see.
Everybody's phone's lighting up.
Let's see.
So
here.
they disabled access to the site in our region until they feel given more effective solution.
Mine pulled up, no problem.
Brendan,
Brent's got a
Real?
dirty ass phone.
Brendan's already been there and done that.
Look, mine pulled up.
You're fucked.
Is yours pulled up too?
No.
Hold on. Mine didn't pull
Mine
up.
says, "Dear user, as you may know,
Yeah.
your elected officials in Arkansas are requiring us to verify
Oh,
your
because you're
age."
still in California. You have California numbers.
No, I don't. I've got a 501 number.
Yep. I have a California number, but Brandon has a Arkansas number. Yeah.
Mine's Oklahoma, and it still said
Mine's Arkansas. And Arkansas is the state.
What category you want? I'll send it to you.
Well, the Arkansas is the state they banned it in. So yeah,
I'm gonna start fucking texting y'all. Hey
So-
man, can you see me that new?
I'm sick of
Aurora
Arkansas,
Snow?
man.
I'm gonna have
So,
Aurora.
so we squashed.
Is that a real?
Yeah,
Oh,
she's awesome.
okay.
So it doesn't. I guess it only affects
Annabelle
certain
Danger.
people.
It says, we have made the difficult decision to completely disable access to our website in Arkansas.
Yeah.
So what the fuck is up with y'all's phones?
I've got like 3
They're
different
special.
browsers, and I can access it on all of them.
God, why you got so many browsers for that? Sketchy.
You know,
Oh, look at all that
Never be too
dark
careful.
web.
some are more secure than others.
He's on the dark web.
Yeah, I'm looking at his phone right now. It says dark web.
Babies for sale?
Yeah, it's definitely not
One
that
that's
easy.
never been on the dark web. That's somebody talking who's never obviously been on the dark web.
All right.
I've got the Tor browser.
This-
Bro, that's weird. Why is it letting y'all on it? What the fuck's up with that shit?
Dylan's upset.
No, it won't let me either, dude.
That's
Me either.
that's so upsetting.
Oh, it's a sad
They
day.
won't let me watch porn. You gotta go back to the good old days of buying DVDs and magazines.
No, you can
No,
still go
I
to,
just gotta
you
go
can
to
still
X and
X and
XX.
X and X videos or
Go
yeah.
on, Dustin. X Hamster.
X Hamster, yeah.
Keep going, Dustin.
xnxx.com.
Hamster.
A hamster.
X
What's the one with
Hamster.
the B?
Brazzers.
Brazzers. Yeah, that's what I was
But you gotta pay for Brazzers.
Yeah.
Oh,
What the
bank.
fuck? In a world of free porn, there's one that makes you pay. How do
Yep.
they stay in business?
I know, right?
Guess what?
And you can watch it for free
Every
on
porn site makes you
Pornhub.
pay.
But guess what? We
It's
can
just
watch
if you want the
Pornhub.
the gold edition on some porn sites.
Dustin's an
In my
expert.
day,
He's a porn
I've
expert.
never had to pay for Pornhub.
He's like, actually, you got to get the
They do
subscription,
have a-
and
they
it's
offer-
about $3.99 a month. And
You get the premium
You're asking, bro. I'm
subscription,
just,
That's what my
I'm
friend
delivering
and it
told
here.
just opens up a whole new world.
When you pay for premium?
I don't know. I've never paid for it. I was just mocking Dustin.
Oh.
Bang Bus. That's
Yeah.
$1 monthly.
Pang bust. Sounds
Alright.
dirty.
let's
$1 monthly.
If you guys
Not that I fucking know it all. I'm just
Sounds
saying.
dirty as fuck,
Yeah.
dude.
If you guys like this episode, go support the Patreon. You get that for $2, exclusive content and much more. If you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe. Hit that notification button so you're notified every time we release a new episode.
follow us on Twitter or not Twitter. We're not on Twitter anymore. Sorry, guys. We're on.
Why not?
Twitter's
X.
dead.
We're on X, dude.
No, we're not on X. We're on Threads.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, we should be on X, bro.
Maybe
And for real, like we should all go
Anyway,
on. Get it,
follow
be
our
on X.
follow our Facebook.
You guys want to do X with me?
Ecstasy.
It's all the
Yeah.
Rapscallions. It's all the Rapscallions podcast. Until next time.
Peace.
Don't be a hoe and leave 5 stars. Dun, 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 dun. I fuck on you. I fuck on you.
Thank you for listening to the Rapscallions podcast.